Live now.
All right, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh
Ba'ashem
Ba'ashem
Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, the great millstone, and salutations and greetings to you, Akim, out there laboring in the faith and preaching and dividing the word of truth and sincerity. And we just pulled up an article, going into the illnesses, related to eating pork, since we got these false pastors and preachers talking about it's a doctrine of devils to teach that you can't eat pork. Just swaying our people to further continue on committing wickedness, and then wondering why our people, as far as health wise, is all fucked up. Excuse my French. So go ahead and start off with I'm gonna start off with Leviticus, the 11th chapter.
I got that on that.
Okay.
This is Leviticus. You got that connection because of this.
Oh no, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Keep jumping on that. This is Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. It says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel," and that's plain. Speak unto the children of Israel, not all nations, saying, "These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth."
Right. So the Most High made an distinction of the animals that are lawful for the children of Israel for us to have, and the animals that is unlawful.
Okay. It says verse 3. It says, "Whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that cheweth the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel. Because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you."
Right. Now, I looked up the cud. The cud is the meat that comes out from, like, after they give birth or whatever. Like, it's like the last little leftover things that they chew on.
Yeah. It says, "And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you." It says, "And the hare," or rabbit, it says, "And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you." And that's a lot of jakes eats rabbit, So
Right. Like what is it? That gumbo pot, where they just put a whole bunch of abominable shit like shrimp, what have you in a bowl, and just mix it all together.
Rabbit soup. My mom's Levite, so I grew up around shit like that. Listening to shit like that.
What holiday is coming up? They Jake's gonna be cleaning them nasty ass buckets of chitlins, having the whole house smelling like shit and ass.
That's true.
And cleaning off the fat and all that shit.
That's real. That's real. It says,
because they're gonna have some hot sauce.
Korean hots, baby.
Yes.
That's the nigga's favorite. Verse 6 again says, still in Leviticus 11 chapter verse 6. It says, "And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof."
The swine. Okay. The pig, the boar, the wild boars,
Okay, you got niggas are trying to get around that shit. It says, "And the swine, though he
Babe. Wilbur from Charlotte's Web.
It says, "And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you." It says, he is unclean to you. "Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch."
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and of their carcass, their dead body, shall you not touch. So, you ain't even supposed to have items that's formed from, swine, from a swine's flesh, It
says, "They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, Well, it's like, it's jumping down. Uh, another point. That's the point, though.
Con.
You got the point.
All right, so this is the article that pretty much inspired us to want to just do this quick lesson. It's hold up, I'll just put it up to the page.
Pork
Take
loins.
this charger off. All right, it says diseases from pork that pass to humans. All right, and we just gonna read into it a little bit. I'm not gonna go through all the details. You brothers can pull this up on livestrong.com. All right. Now, according to them, they say you gotta. Which I'm gonna cancel that call.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. It says salmonella is caused by eating food. Salmonella, that's one of the causes. One illness. It's caused by eating food contaminated with animal feces. I mean, for one, the pig really doesn't have any, like, as far as this whole circulatory system, it doesn't clean itself well. It's like literally like the worst animal like you can really eat.
Because a pig eat anything. A pig eat. You could like say like you had humans and you want to dispose of their body. A pig dispose of their body. So a pig eat humans. A pig eat other dead animals.
Actually, so
I'm gonna
go ahead and have to take that out.
Go ahead. Yeah. A pig. Excuse me. No, excuse me. Yeah. A pig is gonna have. It's gonna have to. Basically.
Yeah.
At certain. A pig at certain points. Gonna have to. Be put to Jake in a clean way for him to eat it. And Jake just so trained on eating that shit since we here in Babylon, that, it's like, they hold on to the pork like it's the end of their life. And when you tell them about the truth, they'll totally disregard, what you're saying, and it's straight, to them, the words of the Heavenly Father through the Son, Yahweh Shem Shai, they'll still look past that, they don't have the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai in them, This is 2 Maccabees chapter 11. No, it's like it. 2 Maccabees chapter 7. I'm sorry. I'm going to read this account of some of our forefathers that, and some of our brethren in the past that they chose death rather than, to eat swine's flesh, okay? In the 2 Maccabees chapter 7, it says, start at the top, verse 1. It says, it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And see, and Jake don't got that mindset today, man. Jake don't really have a mindset to even do righteousness, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the hopefully elect, the ones that I came out there laboring in all sincerity, and the few sisters that may be, being provoked into righteousness by watching the elder apostles and on down to Akim like ourselves, our videos we post, outside that, they're not convinced that righteousness is better than death, because basically if you choose not to do righteousness, you just you choose the death, It says we are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive to be brought to the fire and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants. So, hey, they mother, which our mother's not, Jake mother, these days, man, these generations, man, hey, we don't got mothers like that, man. Hey, take this shit like a man, all right? Basically, pray to Yahweh Shema. She telling me, hey, Yahweh Shema, hey, gonna comfort us, man. You know, the Lord, this is a good act what you're doing, pretty much, because of course, you said some other righteous sayings, you know what I mean? Because you gotta think, hey, they all lined up to die, all right? And the first one, he straight up and said, hey, look, we ready to die than to transgress the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You gotta be willing to do that, man. They gonna come at us like that, when they come down on us, man. They gonna come down on us like that. Hey, you gonna eat this swine, or you gonna be put in the guillotine.
Which is the RFID chip.
Take the chip or die. It's like, So, I mean, when you read on the rest of this account right here, you'll see that all of them been put to death rather than to eat that swine. They'd rather eat that swine flesh. I ain't gonna read the whole account. I just want to read, basically the first part of it, so you get the idea or visual of what our foreparents did, man, and what our people did in their past life. All right, this woman, this Israelite woman, and her sons had the fear of Yahweh watching them shine on them, man. All right, Yahweh said, "Fear him that can kill the body and the soul." So, and that's what they did. Hey, they're like, hey, fuck this swine. Hey, you gonna have to kill me, man. All right, go ahead.
All right, so it says salmonella is caused by eating food contaminated with animal feces. Symptoms of salmonella generally occur within the first 12 to 72 hours after an infection. It says it causes fever, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and usually lasts for about 1 week. And you can even die from salmonella poison if not treated immediately. And antibiotics are not usually effective unless the infection spreads out of the intestines. Then the next one, it says, E. coli. It says pigs can transfer E. coli to humans, though they do not usually get sick themselves. It says E. coli causes severe abdominal cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can be bloody. A mild fever might also be present with an E. coli infection. Many cases of E. coli are mild and go away on their own. Then it says it can be life-threatening and cause decreased urination, fatigue, changes in skin color in the cheeks and around the eyes. E. coli does not respond to antibiotics. So, really, as far as us, when we first learned the truth, as far as giving up pork, that was like the easiest shit in the world to us. It was like, okay, we ain't gonna fuck with pork.
Basic.
Now, sometimes, you come across products where it may be ignorant to, like Doritos, for instance. You find out that it got yellow 5 or some bullshit in it, or some toothpaste in it, or, certain cases where like they'll put like certain pork ingredients and you don't even know it, But that's just Esau being the fucking devil that he is, to get Jake to go off. But as far as frying up a fucking pork chop on the stove, come on, man. Goddamn, they fed us this bullshit, coming over to hardcore slavery. Why would you want to stay with that when our forefathers, shunned eating pork?
Okay.
because it was a law that we kept and followed. You know? There's another sickness. It says trichinosis, if I'm saying it right. It says pork that is infected with the larva of a worm called trichinella can cause trichinosis. The first symptoms of trichinosis include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, fatigue, fever, and abdominal pain. Later, an infected person can develop headache, joint pain, muscle pain, cough, eye swelling, and constipation. It can take several months for the symptoms of trichinosis to disappear completely. Severe cases can cause heart and breathing problems or death.
I got another precept concerning, because you just said, that was one of the laws that our forefathers kept. It says, Proverbs chapter 7, verse 1, it says, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them up upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. So,
I mean, you're supposed to be constantly meditating on the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Something that these churches don't do, or something that these churches don't teach you to do, because they will tell you that it's okay to eat pork and will be serving you pork right after the service is over.
Yep, greens with ham hocks in it.
Right.
Greens with ham shanks in it. How do we know? Because out in the world, we did those things. Okay. All Israel have sinned. So, hey, how is that a doctrine of devils, man? All right, that's
even Esau's science. Even though they say in this fucking article right here that when you scroll to the top, which I skipped over that part, it says pork is a healthy source of protein, iron, and zinc, but must be cooked properly to avoid illnesses. See, that's just Esau being a fucking devil, man.
And that's everything Esau give you too. It always comes with side effects, man.
And even their prescription drugs. I mean, it'll help with one thing, but it'll fuck you up in several other areas.
And them
dieting, vomiting. I mean, diarrhea, vomiting, joint and muscle pain.
The side effects they affect Jake more. Because we the Lord's people, okay? This is another precept real quick. Okay. This is St. John 5, verse 46. It says, I'm going to start up a little bit. It says, verse 45, it says, do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me.
Right, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, talking to those wicked scribes and Pharisees. If they had to believe the testimony of Moses when Moses received the law, statutes, and commandments written through the finger of Yahweh Shai, to those that not are well studied, because the one who came down, the messenger that came down and wrote the tablets on stone for Moses was Yahweh Shai, because the Most High, he sits in the throne. And the one that came down was of the image of the Most High. When you read Hebrews 12 and Hebrews 1 and 2, it says Yahweh Shai is the express image.
It says, for had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words? God, that's a cut, man. That's a cut to you so-called pastors is teaching contrary to our people, not eating pork, man.
Or following the laws is done away with.
A matter of fact, I was going to get that too earlier. This is Matthew 5 and 17, real quick. It says, think not, this is Yahweh Shai speaking again. It's in red. So you got read of the Bible, that's Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. What's in the law? It's like it, not eating swine's flesh. Excuse me, Leviticus mean law. It's like,
all right.
It says, a little more. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law. The law had not eaten swine's flesh in it. It's abomination to us. It says, or the prophets. But I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled, right? And everything ain't been fulfilled, man. Everything been fulfilled was a sacrificial law. All right, which sacrificing the sheep, the lambs, and bullocks, and all that stuff, But hey, the law is still in effect, Romans 3:31, we established the law.
I just went through Google Images and I went and clicked on one of the pictures. It says Franken swine, mutant double muscle pigs are being bred in Korea in the hope they'll ward off bacon shortage in the future. Look, take a look at this shit. Look at this.
Swole ass pigs. Swole ass pigs. Fucking goops, man.
And I mean, there's more if you can really see, if you can make out I'll turn the tablet to the side, might switch over to where you can better see the images. All right. So I mean, this is genetically altered swine DNA, and not to mention, hold up, wait. Let's see, pig. I put in pig splice with different DNA. It says here's some of the articles that came up on Google. It says EnviroPig crosses mouse and pig DNA to produce a new animal. Human pig hybrid created in the lab. First human pig chimera created in Millstone study. Human pig embryos created by scientists in breakthrough for organ,
donors. So.
Yeah, organ donors or some shit like that. For organ transplants.
Yeah, I remember reading articles and shit like that a while back. Yeah, Esau is profane, man. Fucking profane, man. Fucking pig look like it look nasty, A pig look disgusting. All animals, pigs look fucking disgusting, man, as far as, food, man. And that's why Jake got high blood pressure.
Wait. Look at this shit. Look at that picture right in the middle.
Let me see that picture. Look like Esau in the cave.
Shit, I mean, this is the type of nasty shit they doing with pig DNA and forming human pig DNA together.
Sick shit, man.
Yeah, man. This place gotta fucking go, man. I mean, this I got a precept. Okay. It says Proverbs. I'm gonna start with Proverbs 1 and verse 29. For that they hated the knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
And how was Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doing that? By the mouth of the prophets, man. Starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. That's how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is doing it. All right. The Lord said, I have spoken unto you about my servants, the prophets. All right. Why you think we out there in the highways and hedges doing what we do? Rebuking you wicked ass Israelites, man. Y'all wicked as fuck, man. All right. This is what we was commanded to do. All right. And it ain't no different than ancient times, man.
I mean, we commanded to instruct you in a way of righteousness.
Turn from your wickedness, man.
All right. So your blood won't be on our hands. It's up to you whether if you take heed or not.
But we did our part. We warned them. Once thou hast warned the wicked to turn from his wicked way, his blood is clean off your hands. But roughly paraphrase, the Most High gonna plunge that sinner. All right, or covenant breaking. All right.
It says, they were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
That's Jake all day, man. Well, ain't did that to me yet, so I'm shit, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it. That's what Jake say to you. They say that shit. And they say it with just so nonchalantly. It's crazy, man. Here he is living in these last days in this society and this wicked ass empire, And Jake just like, man, what up? We out here, man, talking about passionately, man, screaming down their throats, man. Get your shit together. Your whole bunch of y'all trying to get ready to come back. And then it's like we got fucking 3 heads or 5 heads or some shit. All right, so when that judgment come, you would none of the Most High's counsel or his reproof.
Says, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So y'all gonna be giving up to y'all reprobate ass minds to continue on and to do this wicked ass shit.
The mind void of judgment.
You know?
That's what reprobate minds is, a mind void of judgment.
You know, continue to suffer health defects, can repeated trips to the hospital, and they can't really treat you. You know? They gonna treat you with some drugs and all that bullshit, but it's not really gonna help you because you're not following the dietary laws and you're not focusing health wise to take care of yourself physically, you know. And you don't know about the herbs, you know, herbs that naturally heal you from eating the right diet, you know.
They laughed. Jake at my job laughing at me about that shit, you know.
Right, because, I mean, Jake is a bunch of fucking dumbass niggas, man.
What kind of juice you drinking, man? Suji? Yeah, man, I got another one you want to try? Oh, no. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, you got to put, you know, the right things in your body for your body to, you know, heal itself, you know? Because you don't want to listen to what we tell you to do, but antibiotic, when you break down that word, it's anti. I'm antisocial. You know, I don't want to socialize with your motherfucking ass. Antibiotic. Biotic meaning body. Antibiotic. Against the body. It don't go with the body. You're supposed to take probiotics. Pro meaning with. And biotic meaning body. So with the body.
All right, but you know niggas don't look up words.
Hey, you know, you break it down to them, they still look at you crazy. Like, what the fuck, man? It's crazy.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
Hey,
that's a spirit, man.
It's a cold cut.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Hey. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Hey, fear of evil. Hey, the great evil and dreadful day that Yahweh Shem Yahushua get ready to bring upon this earth, we're going to be careful from all them evils, okay? Some of us going to be martyrs for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but others are going to be, the rest going to be protected in them times, all right? But nonetheless, hey, the ones that die are going to have a cloak for their sins. The ones that die in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I'm talking about the ones that actually labor in sincerity and do the work, man. They're going to actually have a cloak for their sins. They're going to be risen first, all right? Not you niggas, all right? You niggas going to be just dead on the side. All right, you'll come back in the kingdom being a righteous, Israelite, okay? You're going to be a little nigga. You're a little niglet, right now, but you're going to be a perfect Israelite in the kingdom.
I'm gonna read my last 2 precepts.
Good.
This is Proverbs 13:6. Righteousness keepeth him that is upright in the way, but wickedness overthroweth the sinner. All right? So, I mean, if the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is leading you to be in constant meditation of his word and rehearsing the righteous acts, he's going to keep you, because you're bringing forth fruits unto righteousness, But, I mean, your own wickedness is what's going to pretty much lead you to your destruction. I mean, and something as easy and as giving up pork, I mean, if you want to let that be your downfall, I mean, you're a fool, This is Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Hey, despise, hate the word. What words? The words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's the word we coming out with. We ain't making our own shit, did we? We ain't come up with our own sayings or our own words. We telling the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So whosoever despises the word, going what?
Shall be destroyed.
Shall be destroyed. You know what destroyed is? So keep on despising the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Keep despising the word. Your ass gonna be destroyed out here in that famine, pestilence, all right, race wars, all right. If your ass makes the missiles, you're gonna eat a missile with your teeth, okay?
But he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded.
That's plain, man. You can't get that. That was the scripture broken down to you, and I got to say high priest in simple terms. keep the commandments, you're gonna live. You know? But that's true though, you know. It's that simple. You be disobedient, you're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna destroy it. You obedient, you're gonna live. You're gonna be rewarded for being obedient. You know, it's like the parable of the two sons. The son didn't want to do it, but he did it. He got rewarded, right?
Right.
The son didn't want to do it. You know?
The son that said he would do it but didn't do it, you know, he got punished.
Got fucking punished, man. That's plain. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, the law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. You know? All right, so you're supposed to, you know, exalt the Most High's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is found in His Word.
That's it.
That these pastors in these churches is not doing.
That's it.
You know, as far as your dietary, as far as you know, your interactions, as far as you know, following, you know, the things that the Most High set to and laid down out to worship Him in spirit and truth. That's supposed to be your focus. You know.
They're never going to what we just talked about. Right? This is Judges 5:11. This is my last precept. This says, Judges 5:11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers and the places of drawing water,
which represents slavery and captivity, which represents this current captivity that we're in to this day. Because the archers is really talking about the nuclear missiles. When you go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, that's going to be shot from one end of the earth to the other. Keep going.
It says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right. It's here where we're going to rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because we've been brought to remembrance, you know, as to who we are. It's being declared that you are the chosen people of Yahweh, you know. You know, we are the princes of the power, so we ought to follow and obey His laws to the best of our ability. You know, that's what got us put in captivity in the first place. Also, you know, when 2/3 refused Yahushua 2,000 years ago and said, "Let His blood be upon our heads and on our children's heads." So we suffering all these generational curses down the line.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned repentance to the power. You know, a prince is in order with the king.
You
know, he get his ass punished if he go against his father, wishes. All right. Okay. All right. So you go against the Heavenly Father, you're going to be destroyed. All right.
Okay. All right. So with that, you know, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the Apostle Elders, a great millstone. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.